he's like the starter package. Like, if you take like the starter package of how to be a battler, he's like an enhanced version of that. Like, it's very basic. Like give me something that like John has said that has moved you. Like that like really like it's just so different. Like it's like, because most of the stuff that I hear from John, like when I'm watching his battles, I'm just like, it sounds like a rendition of something somebody else said. Okay. It's like I can't for the life of me think of like anything like super heavy or crazy. Like,
this nigga was in a group called BRIL.
Welcome to BRIL, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate y'all having me.
Nah, we appreciate you for being here, my guy. We appreciate you for being
here. Welcome to BRIL. Welcome.
Yo, I'm pretty new to y'all, but like I'm a fan so far, man. Like I seen a couple of y'all's reviews on battle rap and shit. Like, yeah, it's
well,
like I like.
We're based in London, so like we just give a different perspective to battle rap in it. So we're London based.
But y'all also pretty funny. Like y'all pretty entertaining. Like just on your own, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all ain't just like, you know, regular vloggers. Like, you know, but like y'all got like a different kind of
energy.
Yeah. We try not to take.
I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like,
nah, bro. I hear you. We try not to take stuff like too seriously.
Mr. Wavy, Prep, Jack Boy Main. What am I talking about?
Some unfortunate individuals, man.
Okay.
Some individuals that.
Who did they lose to? Wavy, Prep, Jack. Who did they lose to? Bad.
Nah. See, those individuals, man, like, I feel like when they battled John, they battled John like at a time where like they didn't really understand how dangerous he is. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like they was like sipping their own juice and just, you know, kind of just going with the flow, and they had the opportunity to battle John, so why turn it down? But same time, man, John didn't really build this archetype that he has right now. So it's like I don't think they knew to like really fuck him up. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to, because he's gonna, you know what I mean? For me, it's like, I put it this way. If there was crowds, I might be a little more careful with how I'm talking. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't no crowds. Ain't nobody gonna save you. Ain't nobody gonna save you here.
This current climate of the corona and the no crowd and just a straight rapping that suits you more versus John rather than a big crowd?
Absolutely. Like if the crowds came back, I'll be a little more quiet. I got mind control over that. I got mind control over John. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be watching. I mean, when he leaves, I'll be watching. I'll go mind.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Nah, but with this is all strategic for me, man. Like, cause I'm looking at it like, you battle me here, I'm the one that is more experienced. I'm the veteran in this environment. Like, and that's what Suge didn't realize. And like, I allowed him to like get this idea that, you know, you're good anywhere. Like, yeah, Suge, yeah, you'll be all right. You'll be good.
All right, so Jay, I just want to get into the mind of like a battle rapper. So you class yourself as a rookie. So you calling out John, don't you feel that will affect your career? Like Fonz called out K-Shine, you calling out John. Like, what's the thinking behind?
The way I see it is, John's a lot weaker in this environment than he is with like the crowds. But none of that shit matters when it comes to wins and losses, because if I beat John in this environment, I know it'll be because of this environment. But the people are gonna look at it like, oh no, you beat John. Like that's it. Like there's no, it's not a safety net for him. You know what I mean? Niggas they're just gonna be like, a rookie beat John.
That's what's happening since the Suge thing happened. Yeah, people.
Yep.
Yeah,
like this nigga beat John. Like, oh, but there was no crowd. Who gives a fuck? John was supposed to destroy him, and he didn't. You know what I mean? Like, So as far as my career goes, I've made sure that I satisfy a certain niche and that I speak for a certain demographic to where like my demand isn't going to change. It really, you could hit me with like a Mike P second round or a Ryder second round. Like I speak for a certain demographic that people aren't gonna just allow to like, you know, get thrown into the outcast. You know what I mean? Like, it's just there's nothing really John can do. Like with Mr. Wavy, it's like with Mr. Wavy and Prep.
Yeah,
I feel like they allowed that loss to affect their career because it didn't have to. With Jack Boy, if he doesn't jump in the crowd, he's fine. But that whole situation and then like disappearing and then not explaining himself and like they just
public enemy number one, right?
Yeah, you just moved in the wrong way. Like I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I know it, for anything. I know one thing about me is I know how to take a loss. Yeah, I mean, especially if it's to myself. You know what I mean? Like I'm done losing to myself at this point, though. But
why, like, why John?
Why?
You know, let me tell you why I've asked the question, bro. Because you remember JON and fucking Disaster, right? You remember that situation, man. A lot of people said, you know, some people try to rise too quick, too early. You feel me? And that's the counter argument to you at the moment. I know your argument saying, you know, Wavy and Prep they didn't know what they were actually, you know, I mean, looking at, because they underestimated John basically, right? That's what you're saying. So my question to you, knowing what John is and who he is, and DNA being the PG killer, but I'd say John is just as good, you know, quote unquote PG killer as well. You know, why him of all people? I know you did your numbers on Suge, but people argue like Suge is not nowhere near where John is, besides, you know, his longevity in battle rap. But in terms of skill set, why John?
For me, it's like, for me, it doesn't make sense that we're about to go through this rookies versus vets season, and the guys that are known for fucking rookies up isn't participating. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, that's weird to me. Like, that's like having an Olympics event and the American NBA doesn't show up. Like, what sense does that make?
Sure.
Like, even though these guys are known for fucking up other countries, they still got to be in the loop.
100%.
And who else has a better chance with John than me? You know what I mean? So it's like it's literally the season. I do not in any way, shape, or form think that I'm on John's level as far as like exposure or demand or expertise. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm the rookie, you know what I'm saying? And he's the vet. Even in longevity, like as far as like battling goes, like he's battled longer than me. So he is a vet next to me in my career. So it's like, I'm very cognizant of that. As soon as this season ends, then it goes back to not making sense with me battling him. Like, but it's rookies versus vets. And it's like, I'm that rookie that has the best shot against that vet.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's pretty much where it all strains from.
Fair enough. I mean,
I think a lot of people think that I think like I'm on his level. But it's like, nah, man, like as soon as this shit's over, I'll fucking spin the block and battle Easy to Block Captain or Drugs or fucking, you know what I mean? Like people closer to my class, Ryder, you know, whoever, you know.
Did you see his response video?
Yeah.
Response? What do you think of that?
I think because that's why I had to make my response video to it, because it seemed like he got the impression that I felt like I was on his level. You know what I mean? Because he was saying things like, bro, slow down. You know what I'm saying? Like, slow your roll. Yeah. And it's like, what do you mean? Like, this season is about to end. You know what I mean? Like, what are we slowing down for? You know what I mean? Like, because once the season is up, then it won't make sense for like a couple of years. It only makes sense right now unless we want to wait until I catch up to you.
What?
You know
So
what I mean?
they call John kind of like the jack of all trades. He's good at everything, but not great at one thing. you know? So if we compare him to you in terms of attributes, right? What attributes would you say, or do you believe that you have above him? I know you say you're not better than him. You don't believe that you're better than him in terms of what you've done. But in terms of a challenge, what do you think you can bring to the table that he potentially might not be able to keep up with?
There's a certain, like, he's like the starter package. Like, if you take like the starter package of how to be a battler, he's like an enhanced version of that. Like, it's very basic. Like give me something that like John has said that has moved you. Like that like really, like, it's just so different. Like, it's like, because most of the stuff that I hear from John, like when I'm watching his battles, I'm just like, it sounds like a rendition of something somebody else said. Okay. It's like, I can't for the life of me think of like anything like super heavy or crazy. Like,
I mean, if we can go straight to the Hitman battle and we can grab some stuff from that. We can grab the stuff from what he did with Wavy straight up. I mean,
close range versus Hitman, and then
obviously the Jack Boy situation, man. What he did over there, man.
Honestly, I think I should have watched that Jack Boy battle live, because maybe I'd have a better impression of it. But like, when niggas was telling me about it and I was seeing like little clips of Tay-Rock, you know, just like hyping it up, I'm thinking this nigga snatched Jack Boy's chain. I'm like, yo, that's wild. Like, the idea of it, like, this nigga snatched his chain?
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
Oh my God.
It would have been nuts.
But no, I watched the battle and I'm like,
yeah. Quick segue. I think they should have given Glue Easy more props for smacking the weed out of fucking Tay-Rock's hand, bro. That was wild.
Oh yeah, that shit was wild. Yeah. I was like, yo,
wild.
Rock.
Yeah.
Yo, Rock.
Oh, it's about to do something. Oh, it's about to do something.
Hey, yo, Rock.
Fair enough, man.
What's the best John? If you, off the top of your head, what's the best John you've seen, Jay? If you can recall one performance or one battle.
I have no idea, man. I see the same John every time. Like, it's like, I don't I agree with, like, he knows how to win battles.
Yeah.
It's like every time you see him, you know, he wins or he like debatably loses, but it's never a clear L because he like checks all the right boxes.
Very tactical.
Yeah. But man, I just leave the battle feeling like I didn't get nothing from that battle. Like, okay, he won, but like, I don't care, like, at all.
Nothing memorable.
Yeah, there was nothing done for me. Like,
would you battle on BullPen?
Sure, why not? Okay. Yeah, especially in BullPen. Because if I fuck him up in BullPen, it's like, what are you gonna say?
That's fair enough.
That might have to happen. There's certain individuals that are hungry enough to like give you that challenge. Yeah. To whereas bigger names are just kind of like, you know, there for the check.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I feel like I hold over John clearly is you have to battle certain people in order for it to be a classic.
Right.
I don't.
No.
I don't have to. I can battle somebody nobody's heard of. I can battle somebody that doesn't even know if he wants to battle rap. And I can make that shit go viral. Like, you just don't have that factor.
So,
like, in my opinion.
Fine. Every time you get a loaded line, a Corona gets a lime.